The galaxy had many names for human soldiers: Deathwelders, the Relentless, the Iron Ones. But the true mystery lay in a specific subset of human fighters, those who seemed to appear only when things were at their worst. They wore no special insignia, had no official titles, yet every species in the conclave had heard of them. When they arrived, no planet was ever the same. The humans called them the Phantoms. No one knew exactly what Phantom stood for, but the stories about them were passed on as warnings, whispered among alien ranks like cautionary tales. In one such story, an alliance of elite Zithran raiders was ordered to seize an unguarded human colony on the edge of a contested border. The Zithrans had invaded planets across 5 systems. They prided themselves on their stealth, speed, and brutality. But on the day they attacked the colony, they found the skies empty, the human defenses quiet. They expected an easy conquest. Then the Phantoms appeared. The raiders' ships suddenly lost navigation. Weapons systems scrambled, as if a silent hand had seized control. The Phantoms were rumored to strike like shadows, but in reality, they were something worse. A series of black-clad humans emerged on the colony's surface, moving with unnatural precision, as if synchronized. They wore sleek suits that absorbed light, making it difficult to track them visually. They wielded weapons that cut through energy shields like butter and used tactics that were beyond the understanding of any Zithran. One by one, the raiders fell. Attempts to broadcast for backup were jammed by a signal they couldn't trace. Zithran soldiers swore they saw human warriors moving through walls or vanishing in bursts of mist. The Phantoms left no survivors, no wreckage, only silence. There were other tales, too. Like the one of the silent reclamation on Cal Tessir. Cal Tessir had been seized by hostile forces for years, with civilians oppressed by invaders who had installed a reign of terror. But when the humans decided to liberate the planet, they did not send an army. They sent the Phantoms. The Phantoms arrived silently in the dead of night. They dismantled the invaders' infrastructure, took control of communications, and left encoded messages for the terrified civilians: stay hidden. Help is here. Over 3 days, the Phantoms turned the invaders' own weapons against them. They moved through the city's ventilation systems, hacked into their own technology, and orchestrated precision strikes. By the time the main human fleet arrived, the Phantoms had already taken the city. The invaders' leaders were incapacitated, their forces disarmed and imprisoned. Not a single civilian casualty was reported. When questioned, the human command only smiled and replied, "The Phantoms did what they always do. They bring peace to where there is none." For alien soldiers, hearing rumors of the Phantoms was enough to instill fear. They could be anywhere. They could be anyone. The Phantoms never asked for fame or glory, they simply arrived when they were needed most and disappeared as if they had never existed. No one knew how they trained, only that they could endure environments no other species survived in, harness technology in ways that seemed like magic, and fight without fear. To the galaxy, the Phantoms were legends. But to the humans who trained in the shadows, they were more than that. They were guardians, defenders, the silent warriors who understood the weight of mercy and justice. They were more than elite warriors, they were the line that no enemy dared cross. And the galaxy learned to heed their name with the utmost respect, for they knew, if a conflict involved the Phantoms, humanity's patience had finally run out.